dear children. Welcome back to the lesson, The Cherry Tree Part 2. Do you remember what had happened to the cherry tree in Part 1? Huh? Yes, Rakesh was so sad that a god had eaten all the leaves of cherry tree. Only a stem and thin branches were remained, right? In this module, we can learn the second part of the story. Here we are going to see that the joy of growing a tree. Okay, ready?
Towards the end of the rainy season, new leaves appeared on the tree. Then a woman cutting grass cut the cherry tree into two. Grandfather scolded her, but the damage could not be repaired. They thought cherry tree will die. But the cherry tree had no intention of dying. During summer, it had grown several new shoots with tender green leaves. Rakesh was 8 years now, a sturdy boy with curly black hair and deep black eyes. Grandfather called him Blackberries. That monsoon, Rakesh goes home to his parents. He works on his farm and helps his parents in sowing and planting crops. When he came back to his grandfather's house, the cherry tree had grown up to his chest. Rakesh is getting more attached to his tree now and waters it every day. Once Rakesh saw an insect on the tree, but Rakesh let it remain there. It was the cherry tree's first visitor. The next visitor was a hairy caterpillar feeding on the leaves of the tree. Rakesh holds it and places it on some dry leaves to protect the cherry leaves. When winter arrives, the plant bent low with the weight of snow. Field mice sought shelter in the roof of the cottage. The road from the valley was covered with snow for several days. The roads are blocked and grandfather was so sad as he could not get his newspaper. In February, Rakesh turns 9. The cherry tree turns 4 years. It almost reaches up to his head now. One day, his grandfather sees some pink flowers on the cherry tree. Rakesh was very excited to see it and he said it is a miracle. The next spring, there were more flowers. Birds and bees started drinking its nectar and the tree grows taller than him. Soon Rakesh turns 10 and the cherry tree turns 5. Finally, the next summer brings the first fruit. But when Rakesh eats them, they were sour instead of sweet. Grandfather consoles Rakesh and tells him that the cherries would develop into tastier fruit the following year. But the birds liked the cherries, especially the bigger birds. Rakesh went into the garden and lay down the grass beneath the tree. Grandfather also sat down beside Rakesh and they waited in silence until it was dark. Rakesh asked grandfather, "There are so many trees in the forest. Why this cherry tree so special?" Grandfather said the efforts they put in to grow the plant made it special. Rakesh considers it to be a manifestation of God. He imagines that it was what God must feel about his creation. The cherry tree is a symbol of survival. The bond between Rakesh and the tree is just like a family. Rakesh fulfills his responsibility and in the end is rewarded for his efforts.
Children, I hope you all understood the lesson. Read the lesson 2 times. Thank you. Bye-bye.